Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, children. Today we come to the last of our series of Ali radiallahu anhu. Ali radiallahu anhu became the Khalifa of the whole Islamic world at such a time when the Muslims were suffering from confusion and political crisis. His work was not simple and demanded a lot of patience, and it was extremely difficult. So number one, he faced a very unpeaceful, disordered state. And number two, he had to find the murderers of Uthman bin Affan radiallahu anhu, who had run away into hiding immediately after their act. Ali ibn Talib radiallahu anhu faced the most difficult situation that any ruler of a state could. He inherited a large Muslim state which was suffering from shock and confusion and still was being manipulated. That is, they were put into more problems by a group of rebels who were actually hypocrites. Abdullah ibn Sabah was the worst hypocrite and a horrible enemy of Islam. He was showing everyone that he was a Muslim and was very caring and sincere for the Muslims. But in reality, he had gathered a large group of rebels and murderers known as the Sabites, following Abdullah ibn Sabah's name, whose major plan was to destroy the unity of the Muslim Ummah, which had grown over the past few years. These people played a double plot against Ali radiallahu anhu. They protected the killers of Uthman radiallahu anhu and at the same time made a great noise asking Ali radiallahu anhu to take revenge against the Uthman's killers. They complicated matters in every way, trying to get people against Ali radiallahu anhu in other parts like Syria too. The Arabs never had lied like this. They were not used to lying. They would just say whatever they would believe in. And what they would not believe in, they would not say. But these new Muslim states and new Muslims coming in, new areas coming in, and new problems coming in, like lying. It was so hard to understand who was telling the truth and who was lying. Then there was another group of fanatics which also rose, believing that they were the only good Muslims. They made murderous gangs to kill the other Muslims. Ali radiallahu anhu had to fight this terrible sect too, with a good amount of success. And then later, Ali radiallahu anhu was martyred by these people. Ali Abi Talib radiallahu anhu died at the age of 63. He had a very troubled time, which lasted for 4 years and 9 months. He was elected at a very critical time and did his best in justice, in patience, in sincerity, in trying to do his best, making everyone become good friends and have a good and peaceful society. But this was a very hard task because the people wanted the Muslims to fight. They wanted to cause their deaths on the battlefield, and they wanted peace never to return. Ali radiallahu anhu will always be remembered for all his hard work. One of the greatest companions of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who displayed wonderful qualities. May Allah be pleased with him and he be pleased with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.